Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. This is Andrew Western right now. I'm high rising in all sanctions of its divisions through the immortality of everything through its connection and vibration systems. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you, subscribers and viewers, and everybody that's going through this tremendous of its connection, its love force, and its everything through its relation divisions. Understanding how powerful the immortality is, understanding the definitions of Pantheism, Monotheism, and Astrotheism. There are three different kinds of God divisions. You have to understand Pantheism is a mortality division that goes through its dimensional set system and is reborn and into a mortality of its division when it comes to creations of all life systems. Okay, so it's on living on the physical plane. So it's understanding how to come together through the monotheism. Monotheism is one God within its inner outer surface of its connection system. And the astrotheism is its connection when it comes to the planes of its atmosphere systems and its connection of its dimensional realms through its demigods of supreme being of lights. Andrew, how you doing? Michael, how's it going? So I am the full collaboration of three definitions, sidewinding angles of systems right now. So I'm in the sanctional circle divisions and its connection and interforce connections. It's very powerful stuff that's going on right now. Is when you get into the mortality of everything through its connection, you understand the mortality of everything that's going on through its interforce and its connection through all high forces of the morality of life system through its connection of its physical planes. So when you have full collaboration of gods and what they represent, then you get a better understanding how we go through so many different atmospheres of its connection through the interrelations to force recognitions of all moralities and everything through the immortal. The mortal is everything through its connection. So it's knowing that there's a life system that comes out of a body system that's lived a dimensional set system, and he's changed into an infinite God system, which becomes its morality into immorality to the immortal of its reality when it comes to the sanctions of gods through the astral planes and everything through its connection of everything that's combined through its division. These things are extremely powerful when you come into the yin and yang. So it's knowing how powerful it is when you understand conceptions through balance of its systems. It's extremely powerful. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? So this is a Saturday morning, Mexico City. So today, I hope everybody's doing well. There's a lot of interforce connections coming on right now with its space modulars, and we're going to get into the body simulators, and we're also going to get into the electronic device systems and everything through its high divisions through the singularity. Okay, the singularity is going through high volumes of continuous force. So the body simulator is understanding atmosphere systems because everything through the location system is changing the vibration of its corner system. The corner system is understanding everything through the hydraulics. The hydraulics is understanding everything through its perceptions. So we're going to get into what we call trithesis of an angular motion, which is its total force recognition of reflection and its back force recognition of its reflection. It's understanding how to see things through your perceptions, okay? That's when you were talking about the prothesis of its gamma ray system and everything through its hydraulics, where we're coming into the heat signatures of our bodies. And that's how we can go through its age difference through its electronic divisions. Well, basically, this is what it is. This is electronic interference through its connections, three divisional levels of electronics, and its connection of its line frequency system. So it's understanding how to know what's going on through space of curvatures of time and how you formulate everything through its planet systems. Okay, because it has its voicing grids, it has its pixels. Your pixels are subdividing everything through voicing, okay? So it's understanding that every pixel that is in your body system is its connection through its planet system, okay? It's extremely powerful stuff. Remember I was telling you about the anotic division, how you're going into planets of an activation code system? Well, we have what we call, it's a mechanism which is called a Bloth decayer. A Bloth decayer is understanding its definition and its formations of dissolvements of planet systems and how they rotate in other systems and how it loses oxygen levels. So if that happens, anything through creation, I have to bring up back up its vibration, understand the planets of its rotation, understand its figurations, and understand everything through its line communication line signals. Okay. Then I uprise its coloration. Okay. I put the planet in a whole new, it's called a subcervical system that's on its century circle system that's connected through a silicone system, and it becomes a cyclone division. And that's how you use the infinity 8 circle, how it rotates into a flower system. So you have to understand how to activate it. Okay, and once you understand how to activate it, it's a rotary system. You put it in a high connection volume system. And remember I was telling you about the books, how you go from one line communication to another? Well, it's very important how to bring this all together, okay? Because the blotting of its decayer is understanding how you can dissolve these planets, okay? It goes back into the galaxies of its rotations, and it connects to its wind force of its magnetic magnesium information highway system, which is magnetic energy system through its magnetic field system, okay? So it's understanding how to create planets, dissolve planets, and bring back its evolution of new planets, put it back on its location of its line signal, which becomes its singularity, but it comes eternal, okay? It's eternal of mortality, okay? And that mortality is a line signal through, it's called a line frequency system that high volumes through vibration systems, okay? That's how you connect through all planet systems. And like I said, the dimensional Earth has extremely powerful gravity center systems. So you have to understand that it is connected through the dimensional Earth, okay? Now, people are saying why we were put on this Earth through gravity systems. The dimensional Earth is the most powerful through the gravity source. It's connected through all planet systems, okay? It has to, okay? That's why we have the dimensional Earth. So it's understanding that the dimensional Earth is going up steps like this. It's going up on a triangular base. That's what it's doing. It's going up to higher divisions because there's higher planets, okay, that cannot communicate with the dimensional Earth. So the reason why I'm putting the dimensional Earth in the 5th dimension is so I can subdivide everything through the subterranean. The subterranean is understanding everything through its connection when it comes to, we have microwaves, right? We use microwaves through sonic visions, and that's how we connect through water's continuum of dolphins, okay? It's electronic device through a box system that's connected through space activation code system. It's extremely powerful what's going on right now through the immortality of everything through God's systems. So it's understanding how to put planet systems together. It's understanding how to use the gravitational pull of line signals and how you use everything through evolution to bring back up its location to an atmosphere of its volumes. Because planets lose volumes of oxygen levels. Once it gets into the octane, you have to know exactly if it's in a plasmasium, it's connected through hydrogen or helium planet systems. Because everything through a planet has a different portal activation code. So once you understand the alignments of its numbers, you can change those fraction divisions, understand the singularity of its number systems. The energetic system through the intelligence system is high rising, everything through the mnemonic system, okay? That's what's happening right now. So it's understanding that dimensional Earth has to go up like that because there are planet systems that are higher on vibration, okay? That's why we have no more 3 dimension. That's why we're platituding on the 4th dimension into the 5th. Okay, then we go into the 6th, then we go into the 7th. So it's a triangular angular base. That's what it's doing to dimensional Earth. It knows how to rotate. It understands its cycle system. You have to understand center cores of division, okay? That's how you get into the trithesis, okay, of its angular motion division, okay? Because everything is force recognition with reflection, and everything is back force recognition with reflection, okay? So this is what I'm talking about. So basically, I've drawn an illustration diagram program, okay? This is going to spin your systems and understand the illusory of its division through your perceptions. This is how you see everything through its planets, and this is how you connect through its space and everything through its curvatures. The curvatures understand line communication, okay? Because everything is spacey, but everything line divides once you understand. So what you got to do is understand how you go from here, okay? Everything's a space, but all you got to do is just turn your head and you'll see what's going on, okay? So it's understanding how to use line division. Okay, this is the thesis of angular motion, okay? So once you understand the vocabulary and then you understand everything through its provisions, you understand its activation codes through its emotions, because planet has core emotions and it's connected through the infinity cycles of its system where it becomes its infinity circle, okay? It's extremely complicated stuff, guys. But this is what it is, okay? All right? These are line frequency systems, the major grid systems that are location of volumes, okay? Now, this is understanding that all you see is these lines, okay? But once you change the angular triangular base, you'll see it spells a word, okay? Now, I don't know if you can see that, but the vocabulary system through the vibration system is on full wind cycles of communication line signals. It's in the trithesis, okay, with the angular motion. The prothesis is understanding the body of its similar motion through its pixels of its divisions. So if you can understand, if you look closely, it spells space, right? Okay. It's looking way beyond the system of electronic device systems. So it's electronic interference through its connection of its wire system. Okay, it's a programming system through the matrix grid systems. But as you can see, if you look at the triangular base, you can see what's going on with its emotion. See how it has its force recognition through its forward, and then it has its back. So you have to understand, this is how you communicate through space. This is how you communicate through planets, and see its eye line, okay? That's what it is. All right. Pretty powerful stuff when you see stuff like that, you know? I just wanted to show you through the provisions of what goes on in space and how you use your perceptions and how you see planets. It's understanding space of curvatures. It's understanding, you know, timelines. It's understanding space of time. Okay, once you get into the space modules, then you understand everything through the body of the simulator. Okay, because the simulator voices patterns in so many waving cycles. Okay, so you have to understand that your pixel division, okay, it's like you are a computer of a television. So you got to understand your receptions. You know how they go? Well, it's understanding line communication, right? So it's electronic interference. Okay, it's like you're an antenna and you're trying to balance out. Okay, it's communication through its radio signals. All right, so it's that's what it sounds like, right? Now, when you're in space, it has sonogram systems that are connected to the planet system. Every planet system has a voicing grid pattern. Okay, it's a connection energy system. That's how they communicate through every planet. Every planet has a communication line, singularity line system. Remember I was talking about the book, how you one divide and another you divide like that. Everything line communicates, even though it's through space of curvature. You understand everything's connected through gravity systems, and that's how it's connected through its dimensional realm of its Earth system. So I want to bring that to everybody's attention, how powerful things are, why the dimensional Earth is here, and why it's going up to the 6th and why it's going up to the 7th. Okay, so it's hop jumping dimensional parallels of paradoxes. The thing is, too, is the dimensional Earth system goes through a paradigm shift. If it goes through a paradigm shift, everybody else goes through a paradigm shift. Okay, but I'm just showing you how you get into the trithesis of the prothesis and everything through its angular motion, through its force recognition of its back reflection and its force recognition of its front reflection. These things you have to know through your perceptions, and that's how you see all planet systems of communications and everything through pixelizations. So, yeah, there's a lot going on, you know. I want to give that to everybody because everybody has to understand the singularities. And once we get into the singularity, you understand everything through communication of pixels, because the pixels are everything through the biochemical system. It's understanding the transformation lights of everything through its connection. And then you'll be able to connect through all spacing of its curvatures and how everything line formates and how you can actually see the word of what it is. And that word is its planet. And that's how it communicates, because everything has an interforce of an outer force connection. Okay. Once you understand that it isn't a simulation, all right, it disappears. Okay. And once you get into the trithesis through its angular motion, you put it into line formation, and then you can see the planet system. And that's where it becomes into its reality of its space system. And then you can see the planets through its communication. Because everything through communication is a different vibration. You have to understand the core centers of planets, okay? So it's understanding that it's a programming system, okay, through electronic of a graphing system. Now it's understanding it's going way beyond the GPS of its mind system. The mind graphing system goes on so many hydraulics. So what it is everybody knows what a synthesizer is, right? It's a connection energy box system through a keyboard system, musical, right? Well, in space, it's a connection tone system, okay? Because every planet has a different hum, okay? And that hum is an energetic system that has a rotary system. And that rotary system connects through its line communication of its atom system. So it's very important to understand your pixels because you're creating planets. So you have to use the Bloth decayer, okay? And understand the decaying motion of what's going on through its dissolvements. Once you understand that, then you can change the formations of its pixels, change everything through calculation, modification through its mass, and understand everything through calculus and then its motion detectors. The motion detectors understand everything through the mind receptors of its divisions, okay? Because everything goes on location. So once you understand line division, okay, through the synthesizer of its tone division, you understand the vibration of planet systems because every planet system has a different vibration of tone. And that's how it communicates from one to another, okay? But it's always on a triangular base. And that base section is understanding the sanctions of the immortal of everything through its reference of what's going on with the angular motions of behaviorals, because everything has an emotional contact through vibration, okay? Because everything's soul recognition through a planet system. Everything has a creation, but you have to understand everything through connections at different atom source. And that atom is on its continuous force, but it has a different coloration. Once it has a different coloration, the sounding tone vibration of the synthesizer is going to uprise everything through its visions. And that vision becomes sonar, and it becomes radioactive, then it becomes gamma ray, then it becomes infinity cycles of circles, okay, through the immortality of everything through its connection. And that's pretty much how everything is created through planets and solar systems. Now, I summed that up in like 16 minutes and how everything's created, right? Just through line communication of simulation of world systems, how you don't see something and then you see something, because everything has a protection of its energy device system, okay? So it's illusory of the mind. It's an abstract of space, okay? Because when you're in space and you're seeing perceptions, you understand communication of waving cycles of its system. So I was communicating, like I said, with my backphrasing videos of water's continuous force system. Today, I was communicating with the dimensional core system, so understanding the gravitational pull and what I need to do, how to change the tractions of its divisions, how to use the magnetic forcing highway information system to a magnetic forcing highway of its planet system. Okay, so it's understanding how to use the tone of vision, use everything, the trithesis through the prothesis of your body simulator that is connected through all vibrations, okay, and variations, okay, is through the pixel divisions. So oh, okay, Michael. Well, it's great to see you. It's good that you popped on and popped out. That's okay. It's all right. Yeah, so Melissa, you're more informative now with my information cycle systems through communication of airwaving and gamma ray systems. So you're going to see more and more, like I said. And your channel divisions will go up higher through information systems. Because like I said, I go between, every day is a different day through division. So I go from 30 to 40 to 50. So now I'm in 50,000 years of optic center unit systems that are connected to the mind system. That's a lot of information, okay? That's why it's extremely important for me to optical center my system through the mind of its graphing, of its data processing, and everything through the hydraulics of its connection force. And that connection force goes through its uplinks and its downloads, okay? Because your computer system is understanding its rotation of its circles, okay? So your computer in the mind system, okay, but you have to understand that you are not a box system of a computer, that you have with a keyboard system. Your computer mind system, okay, through a GPS of a location system. Now, understanding how to use locations, you understand everything through the trithesis of its angular motion, because everything is on its connection. All right. So I just basically showed you how planets communicate through the immortality of its divisions of dimensionals of its portal activation code systems. It's extremely powerful stuff when you understand everything through the Pantheism Monotheism and the Astro. You have to understand those three gods of systems. Okay, those are the most powerful thing that you can see through balance. That's what I mean, is understanding the immortality of everything that through its connection, how it's so understandable that let's just say the divine itself can go into its own creation through the physical planes, through its dimensional set system, live a new life system in the mortality of its divine. Okay, change everything through its creation and self-evolve to a whole new evolution. All right, so that's what it is. Those are the three definitions of the most powerful gods of forces through its connection of Father and Mother Gaia. So really try to understand that. Try to analyze that. See, Google's pretty good. Google has a lot of good information. They know exactly what's going on through definition. You go through the directory. But in space, it's a little bit more complicated. You get into the anotic division. You get into the there's electrolytes, neurolights, necrolights. There's a systematical of its division through a pixelized of activation code systems. You have to understand the blothing of its decayer. There's everything through its zoning, through its transmissions. You get into the time zones. Every video that I give you is going to apprise your division. Okay, so your body receptors through the simulation. Okay, you have the body simulator and the space modulator. You have to understand the three divisional levels of all three so you can connect through the chakra systems. That's understanding full rotations of cycle spin systems through planet systems. Okay. Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it? Everything's extremely informative. But like I said, I'm in the mortal sanction right now of immortality. Okay. Life existence beyond existence, understanding how the physical plane of a human being, okay, can go into the divine and become the divine creation of those three divisional levels of gods. Okay. Pantheism, Monotheism, Astrotheism. You can look it up. It tells you exactly what it is. And I think you'll get a better understanding what gods are and what they represent and why they're here on this creation of its dimensional earth. That dimensional earth has to bring its vibration back. Okay, and it's on my platform system, my YouTube. I don't think anybody understands why it's so important to have that dimensional earth. Okay, these things you'll understand a lot better when you get into higher divisions of singularity. The 9 number systems and its calculation modifies everything through its line frequencies of its energies and its intelligence at high rising divisions. Okay, so you really have to understand the dimensional earth and why it's here and why it's evolving. Okay, it's a feeding source of an energetic vibration system that goes on a rotary of a rotation of a circulation rotation system. Okay, it's a communication of triangular base. Like I said, you get into the trithesis of angular motion, then you understand its division through simulation. Okay, that's when you get into the space modulars, then you get into modulator division, then you get into calculus of its division. Now, the reason why I say calculus is understanding when you're in space, it's understanding numbers and how they come together. Okay, like 2 + 2 is 4. All right, so I'll give you an example of what it is. Green cycling system of a pencil. This could be a pencil or marker system, but you understand electronic interference. Okay, so it's extremely powerful stuff. And one thing also I want to bring to your attention is to know how powerful you are through consumptions of electronic interference. Remember I was telling you about perceptions and you close your eyes and you can see your light body system? Well, it's an illumination of a refraction system through your pixels. So now you know how to communicate with your pixel divisions. Okay, that's where it gets into the prothesis through your body signature system. So when you close your eyes, okay, you have the illumination of light sky. Okay, that's the only way you can see your hand formation as it illuminates. You close your eyes. Now, basically, remember I was telling you about you use your magnetic thoughts through the anotic division? That's where you connect through your planet division through a line communication line signal. That's where it's the information through its intelligence system. So you have to understand full rotation systems and how you communicate with its activation portals and the 5 divisional point systems of your fingers, electronic interference. Okay, so you have to understand how powerful this is. You have to understand how powerful this is. You have to understand how powerful this is, and this is, and this is. Okay. The energy pod system is always going to high rise every single day through its information centers. So when you close your eyes through the illumination light sky, you have to understand that you can move your hand by closing your eyes and using the thoughts. Okay, I want to move my hand over to the right. Okay, Now, the illumination light sky, your communication with your higher self, or whatever bounce you're at, is going to move through another dimension. So your space connection, as soon as you close your eyes, you can do it with your eyes open, but it's extremely hard to do. You have to see the illumination of your hand through its force recognition. That's how it goes in through its electronic interference. So you should be able to see your atom in its center right here. That's the atom. Then you have to remember I was telling you about the marker, how it has so many divisions of line of communication of point divisions. Well, that's exactly understanding that your hand formation is everything through communication, right? That's what it is. And that's how you connect through the ionotic system, a planet system, the affinity of the line system through activation, and its alignments through its major grid system. Okay? So it's very powerful when you can close your eyes, you see the illumination of your hand, okay? And you'll see it glide. I did that. See, that's all about experiments with your body simulator, okay? It's now not a retracting system through a body of an ecosystem, okay? It's a body simulator. So it's understanding you're going higher through division, okay? It's not a body and ecosystem anymore. It's a body simulator through a space modulator, okay? So that's what we want to do, is we want to keep high rising faster and faster and faster, okay? So we can understand the more of its immortality of what's going on through its life force, okay? So you, like I said, you close your eyes and you're going to be able to see the illumination of your hand, which is the communication of your higher self, okay? And use your thoughts, your provision through your mind system, through the hydraulics, okay? It's going to connect through its atom, okay? And you're going to be able to move your hand very slightly, okay? It does it automatically because the mind is connecting through the atom, okay? The pixels are connecting through your hand. Your hand's communicating through your eye receptors. Your eye receptors are communicating with your voicing grids and everything through its audio receptors, okay? Through the communication of airwaving patterns, okay? Once you understand energy patterns through electronic interference, you understand the trithesis and the prothesis of its body simulator. So it's exciting stuff, guys. It really is. Okay, so let's get into 2 plus 2 is 4, right? When it comes to human understanding. Now, hopefully you can understand this, Andrew. Melissa understands this because she's in the singularity division. But like I said, you guys have to understand your body receptors, okay, are in connection energy wave and cycle systems that are connected through body simulators, okay, your space modulators now, okay, through the anti-mantine force recognition systems, okay. All right, so 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? 2 plus 2 equals 4, okay? Now, this is extremely important. You guys have to understand everything through communication, right? Because everybody see that? I know it's illumination lights right now through electronic board interference. Now, you have to understand, okay, what's going on. This is where it comes into the trithesis of everything, where it comes into its full rotation through the simulation, okay, of its numbers, letters, and shapes. Okay, remember I was telling you about, let's start off with the equal sign. Okay, that's 2 parallels. It's an activation. It's an equation between 2 parallels of dimensionals through a paradox of its division through a paradigm, okay? Now, the 2 itself is not a 2. It's a communication line signal, okay? It's a graphing system that's connected to anything through angelic realms, anything through communication of gods and demigods, okay? The plus sign, okay, is understanding your body simulator, okay? That's what it is. Remember saying the cross reference? Everything's a cross? That's what it is. This is more understanding how you go into high-rise division, okay? Now, when you go into high-rise division, you're going to understand what the other 2 is. The 2, okay, is not the same as this, because what happens is this is in a different location, okay? This sets division through your body system, through a body simulator. This is in a different dimensional realm and has to be. These have to be in different locations, okay, to communicate through the equation of 4, okay? That's what it is. So the 4 is a high-rise division through calculation, okay? All right, and the 2, okay, is paraphrasing through its dimensional set, through its paradigm, okay? Plus is the body simulator, all right? The 2 is everything through the equation of its 4, okay? The 4 is its activation, so it goes up, through its force recognition. Okay. And once it reaches status quo through its 4 division, it understands line communication, right? Because 2 plus 2 equals 4 is not 4 in space. It's understanding communication through space modulators and everything through connection to body simulators. Understanding communication through trithesis and angular motion, right? So once it high rises through its divisions, okay, it's now communicating in all waving cycles. It can go back down through its center and communicate with its divisions of 2 plus 2, okay? And the body system rotates on a cycle division through circles, through an activation code system. We've been through this before. Through the Pantheism, okay, the plasma force system, through an activation codes. It activates, it rotates through cycle division, okay? Now, it understands its communication, so it has to have an atom in its center, okay, because it's a body simulator. Okay, everything through you is its connection through letters, numbers, and shapes. Okay, so your body simulator is there with the letter, numbers, and shapes. Okay, so once it connects through its line communications through the prothesis of its trithesis, through its angular motion, then you understand it could communicate through its atom system. Okay, once it communicates with its atom system, everything through connection high rises to its division. Okay. So when it high rises to its division, okay, it becomes 3 plus 3 equals 6. Okay. So if you understand this, you understand why it high rise through its 4 division. Okay. And then 3 plus 3 equals 6. And then you do the same thing over again. But you always have to remember that that plus sign is your body simulator through an activation code system, through circulation rotation systems. Okay. And the 3s are communications through different dimensional sets of portal activation codes. Okay. And the equal sign is the equation. Okay. Through the paradigm shift, which self-involves through 6, which the 6 high rises first, okay, because it has to equal out through its equation, all right? So, I know, it's, wow, this is really complicated stuff. But I'll show you that one more time. Hopefully you can get a better idea on how you do everything. 2 plus 2 equals 4. You high rise your divisions through the 4 center systems and everything through its connected of its body simulator. Come into the space modulators, everything letters, numbers, shapes, and then 3 plus 3 equals 6. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, that's going way beyond vortex math. It's understanding that you are in a division of letters, numbers, and shapes every single time you're going through an equation. Okay, that equation is understanding, like I said, E equals mc squared, right? Everything is calculated, everything is modified, everything is mass, everything is calibrated. Everything is through location of communication line signals. You get into the gamma ray system, then you get into the body modulators, then you get into the body simulators, then you get into the space modulators, then you get into the definition of mind systems, and then you get full rotation systems of infinity cycle systems through planet systems, the equation of everything through its connection, through its synthesizers, through its tone division, through its activation code system, through dimensional of its locations, of the gravity centers of its dimensional Earth system through the center core of its division, understand its listening skills through its audio receptions, through its receptor, and its connections through GPS of its location analytical mind graphing system. So, yeah, it's extremely powerful stuff, guys. It really is. It really is. But you have to understand that's how you go through equations. It's that your body system through its modulator, okay, is calculating everything through letters, numbers, and shapes. So that plus sign is always you through your body of its transmutation of its metamorphosing, transformation, manifestation light system. Okay, you're that body system is going through its equation, okay, through an activation code, through a portal, through a higher realm of its division. Okay, and that's how you high interforce connections through the immortality of its life system, through planet systems. Okay, it's extremely complicated stuff. It really is. But like I said, everything through its division gets more powerful. And the more I get powerful, the more understanding of knowledge, you will get more powerful. Okay, that's how you connect. All right. So 2 + 2 is going through the human brain. It's understanding 2 + 2 is 4. There's no thought process. Okay, because you know what 2 + 2 is 4. But if you come to a different equation and you don't know that number, like anything through division, anything through subtraction, anything through multiplication, it gets more complicated, right? That's what it is. It's the complex division through the galactic, the matrix, the simulation, the infinity, and its gods of mortality, okay, of the immortality of all life systems of its dimensional set systems, which paraphrases everything through the multidimensional set systems. So, yeah, the thing is, Melissa, it's going to get more awesome and more awesome. Okay, it's to me, it's everybody's saying it's brilliant. I know it's brilliant because I'm so confident with my information centers because I horizon so many gods of its divisions through demigods. Okay, so I'm in a 3-fraction division through element system that's on a location that it's paraphrasing everything through the define. Okay, it's understanding that you can have gods go into your system and unite its system and become the God system of immortality. Okay? And that's how you get the answers and prayers of everything through its communication of its mind systems. Okay? So I'm immortal of mortality through comes division of life force systems. So I'm on the physical plane and I'm correcting all division through dimensional set system of the earth. Like I said, the earth has to go up like this. It has to, because there's planets that are higher division of vibration. Okay, they can't communicate, right? So that dimensional Earth has to high rise faster and faster. Okay, so it's a graphing cycle of a plasma system that goes on stream. So it's understanding it's going on a different rotation of vibration system. That's where it comes into the synthesizer. Okay, and its locations. How you go from here? Try that. You should try that. Space out your hand formations. It's about this far. Okay, and try to understand what you're doing with your body motion. Do this, and you'll see it lines up. Watch, automatically lines up when you shift your body. Then you see the prothesis through its activation codes. All right, you'll see the pixel divisions through its activation division. Okay, then you'll see the triangular, its trithesis of its angular motion and its reflection. That's vocabulary, and that's where you see the planet system come in. So, yeah, peace among everything. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm gods of 3 dimensionals of its element system. So, angels to help my brain to understand all this for me and download this. Yeah. Well, like I said, you have to watch my backphrasing video systems. Ask Melissa, ask Andrew, ask Michael. They're informative and they're high rising fast and faster through their body simulators. So you are connected in so many ways and forms when it comes to calculus, when it comes to multiplication, when it comes to subdividing, when it comes to subterranean of sonic vision. Everything through its connection is understanding the atmospheres. Okay, once we get into the atmospheres, then you understand tone division. Okay, then you understand everything through atmospheres has a different oxygen level. And everything through an oxygen level is a different coloration through an atom. So when you're going through mechanisms of traveling mechanisms, you're going through light speed, you're going through Maching divisions. If you're going to go to Mach 10, you have to understand its atom because it's in a different rotation of a color system. Okay, its high wind and its forces, you have to understand the paradigm shift of an atom. Okay, you have to understand its collaboration through its rotation, because it spins cycles on so many high rising divisions. Okay, so because your atom changes every single time you go through atmospheres of oxygen levels. Okay, so knowing how fast you can go and how far you can go is knowing not just the information of its energy, but understanding the atom of its information through its electronic interference. And that's where you understand the intelligence of its atom. Okay? Then you understand the intelligence, not just of the atom, but you understand your knowledge of its information comes from its pixel, because you have billions and billions of pixels. Okay? So basically, separate yourself through the blotting of its decaying motion. It's understanding that it's dissolving. Okay? So let's just paraphrase it like this. Okay. All right. So we're on the side one angle system. Okay. We're looking at the side right now. Now just imagine that the pixels are just coming out like this. Okay. It's going in motion. All right. So it's understanding how to communicate with your pixels, because pixels through a window frame, pixels through a wall, pixels through grounds always have to come out. That's why I was telling you about the box, or anything through its connection of its book or its marker as a scanning mechanism that comes down through electrolytes. It has to understand this information of cycles of circles, because everything is on a rotation spin system. Okay? Because believe it or not, this is pixels. You have to understand where the center core is. Okay? Then once you understand its rotation system, then you understand the hydraulics. Then you understand the magnetic force that this has. Okay? Then you understand what we were talking about, psychometry. Well, psychometry through its connection, through its nautic vision. The nautic vision is its connection through its planets. Okay? So this is in a different division. This is in a different dimension. This is in a parallax. Okay? Now, if you look up close, if you can see this here, it paraphrases two parallels, right? One's gray and one's black. Why is that? Okay? It's chosen because that human, whoever designed this, is understanding it's on a two different location system. Okay, so this is in a different dimension. This is in a different dimension because it's different colorations. So this is a different atom. This is a different atom. Okay, this is where it gets complicated now. Okay, so it's understanding that this can have two atoms into a center system that gives its vibration of a balance system through the hydraulics of magnetic force and highway information system. So, so it's just understanding knowledge of everything, and then becomes creation of immortality. So I can go up to anything and know everything through its vibration. That's what it is. That's what immortality is to know everything through information. That's creation. Yeah. I understand. Very intelligent. You are amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Now, we're going to go through a little test. Okay. Now, this test is going to show you how powerful you are through your balance connection vibrations of its body simulator. Okay. So we have the energy. Okay. Now, you have the thought. You have the vibration, and you have the heart. Okay? Energy, thought, vibration, and heart. Okay, now, you have to understand what energy is and what it does and what it provides. You have to understand your thoughts of your mind conception through your mind system, through your body simulators, space modulators. You have to understand your vibration systems through your balance of its frequency systems and how you open rise, everything through modifications, calculations, mass, okay, and everything that's going on, right, through its frequency levels. Then you have to understand its heart condensers of its heart condition, of its love cycles, and love system, and how you high rise everything through its division. Okay, that's what these four are and what they represent. So write these down, okay, formulate it, okay, and understand what energy is, what thoughts are, what vibration, heart, because your vibration is different from mine. Okay, as long as you get a better understanding what energy is, because everything comes out. Everything high rises. You just have to understand how to high rise the divisions of illumination light skies of atom systems. Okay? You have to understand how to high rise everything through the center core of its atom. Okay? That's understanding everything through its information. So it's channeling division through the vocabulary of words. Okay? That's what it is. So I'm going to stop right there, because if I keep going, you guys are going to be overloaded. I'm just saying, I got 50,000 optic centers of information. 50,000 years. 50,000 years per second per week. There's 7 days a week, Monday to Sunday. Just imagine how much information of cycle system through the optic centers of its communication of its unit sectors go into my mind system every single day. 50,000 years of information a week? Wow. You know, the mind just keeps going and going and going. It's like that energized bunny. It just never stops. And then it rotates on a spin cycling system, and then you have to change the battery system. Okay? Or you have to change the body modulator or the body simulator, right? Everything has its connection. Everything has faulty wires. You have to understand how to change it so you can high illumination light sky system. So yeah, I know. Like I said, you guys are never going to understand my information now, because I'm 3 elements of God systems right now through demigods. And it formulates into one system. Okay. And like I said, I went from 30 to 40 of information center of optic systems through my mind system. Now I'm going through 50,000 years of information of energy cycle systems in a week. And it's overloads my system sometimes. So that's how I have to find that balanced system, right? That's how I get into the trithesis of its angular motion. Because if I don't get a calming motion through its mind receptors, if its mind repeaters, everything through its divisions, okay, is going to have a depleting of its virus system. Okay, so it goes on a different notic system of a planet system. Okay, because what can happen is a south wind of a planet system can come across and cover your planet like that. Okay, planets fall, they decrease, they lose vibration, they lose oxygen. So it's understanding how to recreate, how to self-evolve that atom, change its locations. Okay, that's what it's like, right? Come together and it develops something amazing, right? Circle wind its system through its calculation modification systems, high rise its illuminations and its number system through the infinity of its cycles. It's not 12 divisions anymore, because we're coming into the 2-divisional level of a circuitry system of a number of alignments. Okay, so we're trying to high rise the alignments so we can platitude the dimensional earth to a high vibration. So that's exciting. So okay, GS daughter 777. It's great to see you again. It's great to see new people, right? Because the information of the energy cycles just gets strong wind force systems, and it just gets more powerful every day. And everything you knowing is everything through its information. So try to understand my illustrations, try to understand where I'm coming from, where I'm going, and how I'm getting there. Okay. Remember I was telling you about the whys, the whens, the wheres, the who, the how. That's what you have to understand through your body system. That's how you get into the transmission lights. That's how you get everything through its connection with its body simulator, space modulator, and also the mind has its own space modulator. That's what I'm saying. It's this, not just the cybergenetics, but it's into the number frame system through the modulators and everything through the brain frequencies of this the modulator or the simulator is on full rotation of colorations through the mind system. Okay, because the mind has its own super brain, and then becomes an extraordinary, and then it becomes a gods. Once it gets in the gods of its mind system, then you understand creation of immortality. So anyway, anybody have any questions or comments that they would like to know about? Anything you want to resonate with, anything you would like to talk about, anything that's going on through your body transformations, anything through your illumination lights, your body simulators, space modulators, anything like that. Because I'm here to help you and guide you. So. But I think that's enough illustrations for now. I don't want everybody to go, whoa, what was that? You know, it's like, has anybody seen the movie Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon? Extremely exceptional movie with Robin Williams. Well, it's kind of like that. It's understanding that, you know, you get a piano, it's keyboards and a box and a musical instrument, right? Understanding what that is, okay, through human instinct. But understanding when you're in space, it's known information that's already there, okay? Because there's no thought process, okay? That's where you get the answer. So hopefully that helps out everybody, knowing that you don't have to think about the information because it's already in there as it comes out through its output system, okay? So hopefully that helps you out a little bit more what energy recycle systems are through an energy system, through a circulation rotation system. Okay, it's high energy of information channel system. And it's not channeling. Okay, let's get that, make everyone clear what's going on. It's understanding creation of everything through communication of all levels of vibration of its intelligence. That's what it is. But I'm just trying to show you how powerful it is that it's just already there. You just know it, right? I think Melissa understands that too. And when it comes to you, you know exactly what to say, which is extremely, extremely powerful. It just comes out of the mind, right? The brain is coherent to that because the brain, okay, is no longer, okay, with you. The mind is with you fully and completely through its space and its atmosphere system. So hopefully that helps out a little bit more. That's why people can't understand, because they think too much. You know, like, you already know what 2 + 2 is 4, right? But if 3 + 3 is 6, what is 3 plus whatever? You know what I mean? So it's known information that's already set in its division through its mind system. And that's how it's known information. So there's no thought process. It's already there through its line of its communication, of its singularity, of its energy, of its intelligence system. So, yeah, Melissa understands, which is great. But please feel free to watch back this channel because it's extremely, extremely powerful, 3 energies, okay? And like I said, I just keep high rising, you know. The best knowledge I can give you is best to everything through its intention, okay? Knowing that your capacity of its mind system goes on so many different information channel systems through its mind system. So everything that you see, you'll know instantly what it is, okay? Because it's connected through space. Everything that you see is in a simulation, okay? It just translates in different dimensions of paradox through paradigm shift, okay? And that's how it gets known information, okay? And then you can teleport the energy of its information. So, and remember, information of energy is intelligence. So, but I think that's good for now. You know, there's a lot going on right now, and I want to bring that to everybody's attention. So I love you guys very much. And again, thank you for all that are watching. I will keep you informed what's going on with your body simulators. They're going on so many transformation lights, and the line signals are changing fraction divisions. So I got to change the balance. Everything through this connection is on a rotary system. We're getting into the Nautic system of the planet systems right now, okay? So I'm going to change the septic units and everything through the hydraulics. Okay, the necrolights are going through so many divisions of the body receptor. The body receptor is everything through the energy of its energy receptors. So it's understanding how to get that balance. Okay, so you guys have that body simulator through the space modulator and through the new chakra system. So it's very important that you keep high rising with your energy cycles. So it's also very important too to keep that body up through its fractions of its divisions, through its traveling mechanisms, so you can get more understanding of what atmospheres are and how to communicate through its tone vision. So anyway, love you guys very much. I'll keep you informed what's going on through the space modulators and the body of its simulation systems. This is Andrew Weston, High Horizon in the Mortality of the Sanctions of the Gods, a 3-element system calling it. Adios, everybody.